All right, real quick, give me 2 seconds before this video starts. Our new product, our new cream clay, Hyrbid by BluMaan, is coming to you in 5 days. July 12th. The drop is coming. It's official. Hyrbid by BluMaan is coming. It's going to be available very soon. For those of you who don't know exactly what it is, don't worry. Of course, as always, I'll have a full features video on the BluMaan website itself telling you all about it. But in short, we've got our Cavalier, which is our heavy hold thick clay, which excels well for people on the normal to thick hair side. And with the cream clay that we're coming out with, we aim to bring that clay experience, but to a kind of a lighter, you know, more creamy product. But it is a cream clay, so it's creamy application, smooth breakdown, goes in easily, but you still get that texture and that grit that you would from a solid clay product. The product that I used to style my hair in this video is Hyrbid by BluMaan, but I didn't have it in its official jar, so it's still the same product, just not in the official jar. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Wait, what's this? Is this really a BluMaan video right now? The man who lives to tell everyone about hair products. The man who owns his own hair product company. Link in the description. How can this be? Now don't get me wrong, I love hair products. I use them pretty much on a daily basis. But I talk so much about different hair products, different creams, waxes, clays. You use this for this, you use that for that, that sometimes it's easy to overlook the overall process, process. It's easy to forget that there's more involved in a great hairstyle than just product alone. That's what I want to focus on today. So as for the first one, there is one thing to do that is the most important process to having a great hairstyle, and that is your haircut. Your styling options, and especially having a good hairstyle, is very limited if you have a bad haircut. And I'm not just referring to if like a barber messes up your haircut, I'm also talking about if you don't go in for like trims and your hair is getting all raggedy and shaggy. Trying to style your hair when your hair simply isn't ready to cooperate because it's either too long, it's too poofy, it's too out of control. It just doesn't work like that. Or at the very best, you'll be left with subpar results, meaning you might be able to achieve a little bit of something, but it's not gonna look nearly as good as if you had the right haircut, or at least, you know, you had a maintained haircut, let's say. See, I experienced this just before this cut, and even my cut now has grown out a little bit. But before this, I hadn't been in for a haircut in a while, and there's nothing I could do to maintain this kind of volume that I normally do. You know, that is kind of like my common everyday hairstyle, simply because my hair was too long and it would just flop over. Getting that haircut, getting it maintained, fixed it right away. Number 2 is the blow drying process. This is, ladies and gentlemen mostly, this is the most important process that you can personally do, because a haircut is usually done by like a barber. This is the most important process that you can personally do to achieving great hair without hair product, or at least before hair product. A lot of people treat the blow drying process as a way to simply get your hair into the air, and yes, like, I mean, sure, that's the main purpose, but there is just as much technique in the blow drying process as there is in picking a right hair product to finish off your hairstyle. In fact, I would argue that there's more technique involved in the blow drying process to ensure a long-lasting hairstyle than in product, as opposed, you know, as your post-styling, finishing off stuff. The main important blow drying steps to take to ensure great hair are as follows. You want to start with completely damp hair, because the damper your hair is, the more it's going to listen to you during the drying time while you're actually blow drying your hair. If your hair is completely damp, it's not naturally drying, and if it starts to naturally dry, it starts to reform back into its original state. The whole point of like using a blow dryer is to arrange your hair the way you want to. You do that by starting out with completely damp hair. And then, surprise, surprise, you want to dry your hair until it is completely dry. I've seen guys blow drying for like 20 to 30 seconds, just trying to get that volume up there, you know, get your hair into the air, and then that's it. But if it's not completely dry, the same problem that I just explained will occur. If your hair is still a little bit wet and it dries naturally, that's going back into its natural form. You're not trying to have it in its natural form, so dry it 100%. And the final most important step for using a blow dryer, this is the one that most people overlook, the one that they kind of skip. Actually spend time drying your hair with cold air for like at least another 30 seconds and even up to a minute. Cold air on dry hair is locking that hairstyle down and really freezing it into place. I guarantee if you spend time drying your already dry hair with cold air, just reinforcing that position, you're gonna have a much longer lasting hairstyle than if you skip this simple step. But it's so easy, so you might as well do it. The third way to have great hair without product is being realistic with the kinds of hairstyles that your hair type can achieve in the first place. I can't even tell you how many times I see people saying like, well, how can I achieve Mariana DeBarro's hairstyle? It's so luscious and beautiful, but I have really thick and curly hair, so how do I do it? You can't. I mean, the closest you could get in that scenario is by thinning out your really thick hair and using a straightener to straighten out your curls. But even then, your hair texture is different from, say, Mariana de Bayo, and therefore the result will still look different. I want to encourage you guys to look for hair inspiration from people who have a similar hair type to you. There is always the opportunity to maximize your hairstyling potential. More often than not, you'll be left with a hairstyle that doesn't look right for your hair type. See, when it comes to hair products, think of them like a tool in your arsenal to help you improve and enhance. Think of it like a construction, like you're building something. If you're building a house, you need a solid foundation, you need the nails, you need the hammer, you need wood or whatever material you're using. And then when it's finished and put together, you coat it with a nice layer of paint, you add in decorations. Hair products are like your paint and decoration. It can vastly improve the look of a hairstyle, but it shouldn't be solely relied on to have great hair in the first place. That said, I love hair product and I use it pretty much every day. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this, a thumbs up is always appreciated. Social networks, Instagram, Facebook, that kind of stuff. Check it out in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see everybody next time.